Introducing Color Space, a stock photo platform dedicated to showcasing images of Black people. Whether you're a professional photographer or you just know your way around a smartphone, sign up, submit your photos, and start earning through your creativity. Visit www.colorspace.co.za.
Yo, my nigga, we on week 42?
42 now, 42.
42,
Yeah,
At
yeah.
least you got it right this time around because you just keep getting these things wrong.
Last week I was wondering what episode we're on, but we're actually on episode 42 this week.
42, straight
And
up.
yeah, man, I want to say, the background is different.
The background is different. I want to say we up.
We are.
We up.
I think the voice might just change too today, you know.
Voice is changing,
That's like we moved from Ekasi, one of the Kasis that was like, a bit down. Now Skema Suburb, yes,
Now suburbs. Summer woods.
Yeah, so we got the plans behind
we're in
us,
the woods now, bro.
But yeah, bro, episode 42 of Spaza Tokum Shoot You Aba Shoot is here.
Yeah, we're looking at the week of the 16th to the 22nd.
Of
So
October.
from Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot has been happening actually.
A lot has been
from what I've
happening,
seen.
right?
I mean, we know the rugby definitely happened, but there's other things that happen too.
But I just want us to touch on the news first.
On what's happening.
On what's happening on the platforms.
Okay.
We understand that because we normally give them platform updates.
Sure,
You
yeah,
understand
yeah,
it, just to kick it off.
Sure.
What's in is a trending topic, Khosi Twala. By the way, she's not number one. So I hope y'all know. Zooms, I think Astale, X will be introducing a higher priced ad-free option, right? So basically what I'm talking about to go to, there's Twitter Blue and then there'll be Twitter Blue Premium. So you still pay, but you're going to pay a higher price now. They're introducing another tier. So they're going to drop the price here, the existing one, which is $8 a month.
Yeah.
They're going to drop that one to be slightly lower. And they're going to introduce another one, a top tier, where you don't see ads.
At all.
At all. There's no ads at all.
That's so interesting. I mean, as a brand, you definitely don't want to see some ads. But as a consumer, you might want to see some ads maybe not.
Yeah. I doubt there's people that would actually want to get Twitter for no ads. For YouTube, it makes sense because you're watching something, then you get disturbed. But on Twitter, you can just scroll past the ad.
And also, what's these platforms without advertising space?
Well, they want to go the subscription route now.
Okay.
Right, and get rid of, because there's two models in this space. Maybe there's other models that I don't know of.
Yeah.
But there's two that I know of.
Yeah.
It's either you go subscription, you make money, or you go ads and you make money from the ad revenue.
Okay.
Sure. So Bonabati, they've announced that they're launching a new package, but they haven't announced the prices yet, right? But what the article said is that the top tier package will be higher than $12 per month. In this economy,
higher than $12.
paying $12.
Are we looking at brands paying this amount of money? Who is this? Who's the real target market for this?
Target market is us. They want us to be on this thing where we don't see ads.
Maybe the average American can actually pay for this, but I don't know, or Canadian.
Let me tell you an interesting fact then. So, and then they touch on the fact, Yogoti, it should be higher because your ad exposure is reduced, right?
Yeah,
you won't be seeing ads.
sure,
Sharp,
yeah.
that's cool. But the lower package will obviously be lower than the current $8 per month.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
So the current one will go down.
But it will be lower enough to inspire. The question is, will it be lower enough to inspire uptake?
Sure.
Because currently, 99% of X users have showed no interest to Twitter Blue. So only 1% are subscribed. Globally.
That is so crazy.
1%.
I wonder what Elon's target was at Kaleni, because if he's on 1% manje, and nobody's buying into this Twitter Blue thing clearly.
Well,
we definitely wonder if it takes it when it introduces the higher package and the lower package. But there has to be some sort of draw. Like, why must I?
Why?
Even right now, why must I get Twitter Blue?
Twitter Blue, of course, there's that ad revenue split.
Sure,
I think that's what's drawing a lot
for
of
creators,
people in.
Yeah,
creators are like, I can make
even
money.
Even brands are making money from this too. They're getting some money back. It's helpful. Yeah, sure.
So that works, but I think you need something else.
You need something else.
I think you need something else for me to say, I don't care about that money because I don't tweet to get engagement, but what's in it for a label?
And you know the other thing with like tweeting for engagement now, what's been happening is people are doing a lot of clickbait stuff.
Yeah,
Twitter has become
that's
very
what the problem.
clickbaity.
Yeah, it's too spammy. now.
X rather.
Yeah,
It's become
yeah,
very, very spammy.
Yeah.
People's tweets are so weird. It's like, what is this? But yeah, really interesting, Libs. Is that the only news you have for the
That's
week?
the news. I think we had to break that down, man. There's a lot of news happening, but they're around threads. I think people are moving to threads, and Elon is making it easy for them.
to move to threads, ne?
Making it super easy with all these things that he's doing. I think, it's just making the experience more complicated for all of us. We just want a simple platform where we can just share our thoughts
For sure, yeah. I definitely
and look at
think so.
trending topics.
Exactly,
So that
yeah.
Spaza talk can exist.
Yeah, and I mean, look, we talked about the other platform you mentioned last week. We talked about a little bit about it, and yeah, X is becoming a bit tricky. But you know, we're still going to bring you the top trending hashtags in South Africa, and just so that you know what was trending. And of course, we know the rugby is currently trending right now, and Lebo's got the Springbok jersey. Soon,
Can you see that?
Soon we're gonna have
Are the boys in the
flag.
UK seeing this?
I hope they see this. I hope the poke gets inspired. Yeah, that you're actually coming on Spaza.
Abo
Talk.
Mandam.
Yeah, Mandam.
Mandam. Are you all seeing this, Mandam?
Hey, Mandam, we beat you, Mandam. And now we're going to play New Zealand. But yeah, we're going to talk about that because that's part of our trending topics.
Sure.
But is that everything for the week for you?
Yeah, that's everything in terms of the news. Do you have anything?
I don't really have anything. Look, the only thing I have is go poke. Go poke.
I think, another thing, just the setup, man. Shout out.
Shout out, yeah. We'll soon speak about, we'll soon maybe give a shout out to who's actually giving us this space here. But in the meantime, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But shout out to them for really giving us this space and seeing potential in us. And so we also said to you, if you're a brand, if you want to advertise on this platform, make sure that you hit us up on social media, wherever you can find us. Hit myself or Lebo up. And we'll actually put you some branding up here. Some exciting things are coming up. Lebo has been saying this. He said a campaign was coming. We said something was coming, but something else just came up too again, right?
Yep, things just keep coming.
Yeah.
Man. I think lady luck favors man of action.
That's so true, bro.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no muhle la ukhona. Mamela izindaba eziso, it will give you some good news, some good spirits, and you'll be up. But yeah, episode 42, we're reporting from the 16th of October till the 22nd of October. These are the top trending hashtags. South. Lebs. Well, we did say Khosi is not number one because
Khosi is
she's
not
been
number
dethroned.
one. Hey, she's been dethroned.
But-
And she won't stand a chance against this leader.
No, not until the final. When is the final again?
This coming weekend, Saturday.
This coming Saturday. All right. So now we already know it's got to do with rugby,
It's got to do with rugby.
yeah.
Number one is hashtag RWC 2023, which is the Rugby World Cup 2023, with 81,000 mentions and 816 million impressions.
Ooh, 816
My
million
God.
impressions.
And it doesn't end there.
No.
It doesn't end there. It's like, what's that Russian doll? I think they call it a babushka.
A papushka.
Yeah,
Does it
a
keep
gift
giving?
that give. Yeah.
Or you open the box and then
There's
there's another
one
box.
and another one
Yeah.
and another one. Young
I
Todd.
think they have that in Chinese too, those dolls or whatever. But yeah, interesting. Yeah. So you're saying this hashtag just keeps on giving?
It just keeps giving. Number two is Springboks. I mean,
The pocket.
I mean,
Last week, I think they were third or fourth.
yeah, I think they were number 4.
Four, yeah. It's really interesting. So they climbed up to number 2.
Very, very
What are the
interesting.
stats for that?
77,000 mentions and 642 million impressions. I think if we were to do like a breakdown of this tweet, there's mostly negative, followed by positive. Because I know a lot of people were like, we've lost this. Box that.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine was telling me he was watching the rugby Uras with a couple of mates, and the whole night they were like, fuck this thing, fuck that, fuck
The
this.
poker can't play.
The box can't win. The box are useless. You know the box. The last what was it? The last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was like
the
the
game
last 5
changed.
everything.
Ras was like, I think the box are gonna win,
Yeah.
and that happened.
And it took a moment, just one moment to change everything.
They
One
switched.
kick.
They switched.
I won't lie. From the beginning, I kept on saying England are going to kick the whole game. And by the way, the stats say the last World Cup, it was between England and South Africa. I
Yes,
think.
the final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was won by kicking only. There were no tries.
Oh,
So
they were using the same strategy.
They were
They
using
didn't
They didn't score a try.
at all.
We scored a
We
try,
scored.
luckily. But if I was worried because we weren't kicking in the beginning, and I was like, guys, kick. England are gonna kick for everything. But yeah, Springboks are trending number 2 in South. Hashtag Springboks. That's amazing, man.
And I gave you the impressions.
You
right?
did, yeah, you
Okay,
definitely did.
Okay. And then number 3, the Queen.
The Queen
The
herself.
Khosi Twala. She's
here.
still there in the
Ah,
mix.
yeah.
You'd swear she's
Shout
in
out.
France.
Shout out. Yeah, I think she
You'd
must
swear
be in
she's
France.
in France,
She
bro.
must be in France.
Eating croissants.
saying go poke or something.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
So Khosi Twala has 41,000 mentions and 23 million impressions.
Nice.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Out of all this noise, she managed to make it in the top 3.
Right now, it's such a sports frenzy. Even this weekend, it was such a sports frenzy weekend, from soccer to rugby to cricket. South Africa played.
Cricket was played.
Shout out to the Proteas too for
We were
winning.
playing with England,
We're playing with England
and we smashed them.
yeah, I remember South Africa posted 399. England had to get 400. They could not do it by far. I think we won by a distance. But yeah, it was such a big sporting weekend, and Khosi still managed to come at number 3 in South Africa in the top trending hashtags. Shout out to you, Khosi Reigns. You really are amazing. And I'm sure, did we miss the SASMA Awards or something?
No. The voting's closed today.
Okay.
And then I'm guessing the awards are going to happen probably next month.
And SASMA Awards are pretty big. I mean, I know a couple of photographers that are actually on there. I think Majosi on there. But shout out to the to the people in my creative field also doing this
And
stuff.
Dumisolo.
And
Shout out to
Dumisolo is also there for
Dumisolo.
running with
Yeah.
Dumisolo.
Kuto Tseledi.
Kuto-
Shout
yeah,
out to
Kuto
our
Tseledi.
girl.
Make sure you guys, if it hasn't closed yet, go vote now
Yeah,
still.
it closes today, I think at 5.
At 5, yeah. I mean, look, we're recording right now after 5 p.m. But yeah, it definitely has been closed. But shout out to Khosi for trending at number 3 in South Africa. What is number 4, bro?
Number 4, it's actually a triple entendre. I had to do this, right?
Okay.
Because it will never happen again, right? There's RSA versus England.
Yes.
And it trended 3 times. So it was RSA VS, which is versus England.
Yeah.
RSA V England,
Yeah.
which is also versus without the S.
Yeah.
And there's England v RSA. So it's the
okay.
other way around,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the first one, RSA versus England, it's 26,000 mentions and 317 million impressions. And then RSA v England is 21,000 mentions and 298 million impressions. And then England v RSA is 25,000 mentions and 114 impressions. 114 million impressions.
If we put that together, that's
My brother.
So we definitely know it's
That's
all
an
about
explosion.
that's an
Okay,
explosion.
sorry for my use of words. We can't use not insensitive, not an explosion,
Yes.
but a cocktail.
A cocktail of something. Yeah, you said it's a triple entendre of all.
Triple
because,
entendre.
there's quite a lot. England versus SS.
And it's rugby, it's cricket.
Yeah.
It's,
So it's actually a mix of the two. Right?
Exactly,
It's actually a mix of the
exactly.
two. So we probably don't know. It doesn't. I mean, we can always go deeper into the conversation, but one of them has to do with cricket. and
So
the other has to do-
the cricket one is versus,
Yeah.
which is VS.
Yeah.
The rugby one is V.
Okay. So, geez, that's quite a lot. I mean, well, shout out to South Africa for winning this weekend against England and taking them down.
Shout out to the boys.
So, are we saying that was our number 4 and we have a number 5?
Number
and
5
a bonus?
again to do with Springboks, stronger together.
Yes.
I think they deserve this limelight,
They
right?
do.
That's why I had to wear this T-shirt
Definitely,
because
yeah.
it's a Springbok episode.
For sure.
They deserve this
We
limelight.
need some
and
carling or something. Yeah,
You
who sponsors the
understand?
Springboks?
Carling,
yeah.
F&B, we
Yeah.
need some money.
Yeah, talk to us, please, FNB. We can, do something.
We can do something amazing with your money.
For sure.
So Stronger Together got 26,000 mentions and 363 million impressions.
Stronger together. And we
Stronger
we talked about something similar last week, which was people sending messages to the Springboks. And I
Yeah.
think it has to do with the same thing.
100%.
Stronger together, all of us
Yep.
being together. We're
Yep.
just so much stronger. And again, Sia said, he talked about just how amazing it was having the nation support them,
Mm-hmm.
and them knowing that the nation supports them, that we are stronger together as a nation. And somehow
Straight.
and rugby, I mean, it also has to do with the fact that rugby now has brought South Africa together to some degree.
Always
It
does,
always
man.
does,
Even if
right?
there's fake love, you know yourself.
Yeah.
You're acting like you know rugby. When you watch rugby. Springboks. I love that still.
Yeah.
Even that fake love,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
At least there's some positivity in the air.
For
we
sure,
need that,
for
man.
sure. Yeah, we definitely
We
want to
need
see
that.
what the sentiment of the country.
Did you see
is.
what Nando's posted though?
Nando's posted? Something chicken. What English?
So the tweet is, "You've done your country proud. Well done, boys. Look at this. Look at this." I think you can even show it to the cam.
We snatched
The Cullinan,
from the
which
crown.
is that diamond, the big diamond that the Queen took from us.
Oh yeah.
We snatched it back, bro.
And And they actually tweeted something where I think it was like a full English breakfast for 16.
For 16, yeah. Hey, see, really English breakfast is on. Sunday morning was English breakfast day. Eh?
Shout out to South Africa and shout out to our top 5 trending hashtags. Do we have a bonus this week or are we not going to have a bonus?
Nah, there's no bonus. I think a bonus was still going to be around Springboks. So I was like, hey.
Yeah, there's probably going to be like one of the players.
Hey,
around
we
the
talk about
Springboks.
Springboks too much. They're going to think we are hunting.
That's so true. But shout out to all the players, man. We can mention some. But yeah, shout out to the Springboks.
Shout
They
out
really
to all
played
of them.
well. Yeah.
I love.
Let's go to the amount of tweets last week, which we got an 8% increase this time. So a lot of people are tweeting because of the sports. Definitely. We got just under 7 million. So 6,099,909. Yeah. Basically just under 7 million tweets last week with an 8% increase. And in terms of the authors, they went down by 9%. So we've got an increase of 8% and a decrease on the authors by 9%. Now,
the decrease of authors is stressing me because we were thinking it's bots and Elon is getting rid of bots. I think people are going to threads, bro.
Possibly. And I mean, look, a lot of people now, especially like celebrities, they don't even tweet for themselves anymore. They tweet for brands or they have somebody who tweets for them.
Yeah.
And that generally means they're going to tweet less stuff and they're generally less interested anyway if somebody's tweeting for them. So that's quite tough. That's quite tough.
Good love.
Yeah, it's different now. I'm surprised. I mean, South African celebrities haven't jumped on the paying, that fact that Twitter's paying now, and not a lot of them are capitalizing on that. I mean, I don't know. I would think it's such a lucrative move to make some money. But yeah, really interesting to see what's happening in the space.
I think what you said earlier, it's a bit discouraging because you get a lot of clickbait and all those kind of things. So would you say Twitter is losing the quality status platform because they were known to have the most premium audience?
Yeah, they're definitely losing. They've lost it, definitely. But there's still some good people, audiences on there. I think it's not all lost and done. I think we may sound a bit somber, but it isn't lost and done. I mean, it is still one of the most used platforms. It is still one of the platforms you go to for most things. If you had to ask somebody, even an executive, which platform do you normally go to if they have either one of them, they'll probably tell you Twitter because then they can curate their experience of who they follow, and you can block out certain things and things like that. So they don't really have to get involved. And we know Black Twitter is messy. So they probably don't even get involved in Black Twitter, but all they follow is just the accounts they want to follow. So there is still a market on Twitter. I think we definitely shouldn't give up on it.
Okay, we're not giving up as yet. The podcast's still gonna happen. There's season 2 coming, so relax.
Take it easy, take it easy. But yeah, let's go to the busiest day, bro.
The craziest thing happened.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen this. Like in our 10 months of podcasting.
Yeah.
Going to 11, I've never seen this.
Okay, so
right?
something new.
The busiest day, okay, not the busiest day. The busiest day was Saturday.
Yes.
But do you want to guess the amount of tweets that went out on Saturday?
Above 1.2 million, maybe?
Yep.
Above 1.2.
It's 1.2 some change.
That's okay.
It's 1.2 and some change.
Good guess for me.
Oh man, quite smart. Yeah, very smart.
Thanks for that. That's quite a lot. We've never seen
We've
always reached maybe a million.
And a million is like you reaching. You know what I'm saying? And the second busiest day was on Wednesday, and it got 1 million, and it was so low.
Wow. On a Wednesday. And that got 1 million, and now we got 1.2 million
1.2 on Saturday.
I wonder what was happening much on Saturday. The box. It can only be the box.
Yep.
But the box played on Saturday, right?
They played on Saturday, right? And let me give you the word cloud, what it shows.
Yeah.
So it shows Rugby World Cup 2023, that hashtag. It shows England, right? Because they were snatched. It shows Zambia. I did a deep dive on Zambia. And Khosi is in Zambia.
Oh, when's Zambia?
Pushing her active...
ambassador.
Yeah.
She's also taking it to the rest of Africa.
Dog.
Wow.
This is Khosi we're talking about. She's a continental celebrity.
She definitely is a continental celebrity. I mean, shout out to her. So Uganda's coming up in the word cloud.
Yeah. No, not Uganda. Zambia.
Sorry.
Zambia. And then there's also RSA versus England. There's Gaza. And my favorite, there's Mandela.
Mandela came up. Everyone must have been
Because-
asking for Mandela.
Because they said it was the battle of the ancestors.
Okay,
right?
oh, yes,
Mandela
yes.
versus Queen
And who
Elizabeth.
died first?
So Mandela has more experience
Yeah.
in this game. 10 years in the
He
game.
could come out with the doses.
You know what I mean? So when we prayed, in that last minute, he was like, okay, boys,
I
here it
hear you. I
is.
hear you. Danko. So it's really interesting that Mandela comes up. I mean, you know, we know that Sia is also seen like our Mandela, but I know a lot of people were tweeting like Mandela come back, things like that.
They were the funniest tweets, like Musi My Money put out some of the funniest tweets where it's like, Amajita is greater than Mendem.
Amajita, hey, that's straight up Jimbos. You know,
Amajita greater than Mendem.
Yeah, what's the opposite of Top Boy? Since Top Boy is it's in the UK.
Yizo.
Hey, dude, no, not Dynamite Deep Proof, dude. It has to be Yizo. But yeah.
Yizo is greater than Top Boy.
Top Boy, yeah. But yeah, Libs, thanks for that. I mean, that was the busiest day.
The busiest day?
Yeah.
Let me just give you the busiest hour while I'm at it, you know. The most active hour this past week was 8 p.m. in the evening, followed by 9 p.m. We know what 9 p.m. is.
Yeah.
8 p.m. is because people are starting to tweet about the box, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's all because of Saturday.
For sure.
There's no other day, young Twala.
definitely.
And then in the morning, it was 9 a.m., followed by 10 a.m.
Still very good times. I mean, we know definitely the sports times still work.
Sure.
By the way, I noticed that Big Brother is no longer here.
Yeah?
And there's a Big Brother South Africa coming up.
There's a search.
Yeah, the Big Brother search coming up. Yeah.
I think it's going to be for early next year.
Yeah.
So January again, they're going to boom.
We might have a Big
The
Brother.
whole year again. We're going to get another version of Khosi.
Of course, yeah. But yeah, if you definitely want to enter Big Brother, I mean, check out some details. I'm sure you can start entering also, you know, just check out what is needed. We know that it's going to come up in our stats. And I just thought of it because I know it always dominates the word cloud. Busiest days, even the busiest hour changes sometimes because of
that.
Yeah. Really interesting. All right, let's go to the sentiment. So we have a 13% increase on the positive sentiment.
Oh, that's good.
That's flipping amazing. I really, really love that.
The box.
It has to be the box. It has to be the box. And on the negative, we've got a 3% increase. So that's probably just the small things that, like, you know, when the box we're almost losing.
Sure.
And then the F words were coming out, the F bombs were coming out.
Okay.
But the 13% increase is really, really good in South Africa. It shows that the mood is really good. Abantu ba happy. December is coming up. We're wearing shorts. We're wearing Springbok jerseys. It's already past 5 p.m. and we're recording in ski bars. We're a little bit outdoors. Yeah, well, the vibe is generally nice. We feel good.
So I also looked at a word cloud for our positive, right? So positive, Ibonisabo, good morning. It shows Paris. It shows congratulations, enjoy. There's also stronger together. I see happy birthday. I guess that was for me.
That definitely must have been for you.
And then the negative is around, you know, what's happening in Gaza. But I see also ANC is creeping up. There's also the F word. And yeah, that's that, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of political stuff going on here, and of course we did say the Gaza stuff going on there is coming up quite a lot. People is the biggest word here.
People is big because people are dying.
Yeah, and I think that's literally the biggest word here in terms of the negative.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the sentiment, and obviously the word cloud around the sentiment. But now we also have the most used emoji.
The most used emoji, still loudly crying face. It made it into 391,000 tweets. That got 3.8 billion impressions.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
But I hate that face now.
I also hate that face now. Singathi khala kakhulu man.
Yeah, and makhala njani.
Mara bayakhala bayahle.
But khala bahle.
Tears of joy. Oh, Khosi yami.
But we have a new segment.
We have a new segment which is interesting.
It's very
a bit controversial, but
yeah. You want to touch on it? Should I unpack?
Please unpack it for us a little bit.
Okay, so now what we've introduced is that we're going to look at the most mentioned Twitters, right? By that, I mean people that are normally handled quite a lot.
Okay.
You understand? So they know that person is influential. So like at Tumiso, people will say at Tumiso there's a fire where. And if Tumi tweets about it, a lot of people are going to see it.
Yes.
So this is what this segment covers.
Nice.
Right? And it's also on a weekly basis.
This is interesting. So we're going to cover 5, 10.
Yeah, let's just do 5.
I mean, I have to mention one that's on here, but go ahead.
Okay. Number 1, we have Edvo Periru. He was mentioned in 35,000 tweets that got 281 million impressions.
I mean, he's one of the big accounts on
Yeah.
X in South Africa.
Massive.
Yeah, I mean,
Massive,
we don't
massive.
know if it's a parody. I think it's but yeah,
It is.
it is a parody
Yeah.
account. Yeah, really interesting. I mean, he's one of the most popular guys. I mean, he's been known for good and bad things.
Yeah.
But he's
known for fake news.
For fake news now,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was known for dropping the latest.
I remember.
tea.
Yeah.
Now it's like fake news.
But now he's still the most mentioned on Twitter.
Still the most mentioned. I think a lot of people don't want to get over that fact.
Yeah, that it's over
Young Ton.
for sure.
Number 2, we have Springboks at Springboks.
So everyone was atting Springboks.
Atting Springboks, and they were probably swearing. So they were atted. What's this? 34,000 times.
Okay.
They made it into 34,000 tweets.
Okay.
That got 256 million impressions. Yeah.
Definitely the biggest, well, not the biggest in terms of impressions, actually, no, but it was one of the biggest conversations. Really interesting.
Sure.
At Springboks. And then at number 3 is at Rugby World Cup.
At Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, with 26,000 tweets that was mentioned. And we have 9 million.
99 million.
99
99
million
impressions.
99 million impressions on at Rugby World Cup. So
Sure,
that's also
sure.
interesting. And then we have somebody else at number 4 who's controversial.
He's a trawler.
He's a trawler.
Yeah, I don't, not in a bad way,
Yes.
but I don't like this handle.
At Chris Excel 102 with 25,000 tweets. So people tweeted at him 25,000 times. And he got 303 million.
Yeah, 303 million impressions.
200,000 something impressions. Really interesting. No, number 5 for me is a bit confusing.
PMC Africa. So it's this handle. He's like Chris Excel, but the positive side.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like.
Sounds like a company.
No. It's a guy. He also has like a picture of someone else.
Okay.
Right. He'll post some educational stuff. He posts good stuff.
Okay.
It's good shit.
Yeah. It's something that you can follow.
Yeah. If it was cocaine, it would be like from
Colombia.
straight from the source.
Okay,
Colombia.
okay.
Yeah. Chris Excel is like the one from Brie. Mixed with diesel and what. Not in a bad way. I'm just comparing the quality of tweets.
Sure,
now.
yeah. Currently at the moment, I mean,
Yes,
we did say
yes.
things have changed, and no offense to Advoberry Roo. I mean, we know, it's just our experience of it, and it is what it is. We are on Spaza Talk, so we're gonna say what we need to say.
Young Talk.
But anyway, at number 5, PCM at 23,000 tweets, and we did say that it got 38 million.
380
million. Sorry, keep getting these.
I think that was the highest actually. Yeah,
It
he's
must have
like
been
the
that.
highest.
Oh, wow.
So he gets like the most impressions. If you're adding someone, I think he's the right person to add.
Interesting. And I want to just do one more.
Sure.
At Aries.
Mm.
Aries _ young something. I can't remember his handle, but he got 14,000 tweets. And in terms of the impressions, he got 49 million impressions.
So he was mentioned 14,000 times.
Yeah, it's because
of his album.
he dropped an album, which I'm actually enjoying, to be honest. I
Sure.
really love just the way he's delivering.
Which 2 tracks would you
Look,
recommend?
I don't have any tracks right now that I can recommend, but give me
Yeah.
until next episode that I can recommend.
But there's a
to you.
one he has with Java.
Oh, Java just comes out of nowhere.
In English.
Mfethu. I'm like, how's Java?
Hey, this Java is graduated from the taxi
And
rank.
then,
Now he's like,
and then guess what? Shikana comes on the same song.
that song is fire.
That song is
bro.
fire. I
That
can't
song
remember the
is
name of that song.
fire.
Then Shikana comes. I thought it was an American artist, woman.
Even Java surprise. I love Java.
Yeah.
Like Java is like my number one
For sure.
in the world. Not even in Africa. He's my number one.
the world.
If you go to my Spotify, he's always
Probably the
number
most
one.
listened. Yeah.
Quick
One before we actually close off. I believe it's Java and
Nasty C.
No, not Nasty C. Ulontuzana. Unkabi.
Big Zulu.
Zulu. They submitted their album for the Grammys to be nominated for Grammys in like 3
Can we vote?
or 4 categories. I don't know if we can vote, but they submitted their album for
I want to vote.
some categories. But yeah, I'm rushing this a little bit because just a bit of time here. But basically, they've submitted for their Grammy, and I'm sure we can vote. But yeah, that's definitely it from Spaza Talk.
That's all. Yeah.
And we're reporting from the 16th till the 22nd
100%.
of October. And of course, we've got to thank our sponsors. It's Spaza Talk. It's Spaza
Color
Talk. Color
Space.
Space.
Color
And
Space.
it's sponsoring Spaza Talk.
They're sponsoring Spaza
Of
Talk.
course, and you guys can see the merch. If you don't have the merch, make sure that you hit us up. We have about 2 more t-shirts left only, and then we'll take it from there. And of course,
The new season is coming with new t-shirts.
new t-shirt, new merch,
new setup.
new setup.
Love
it.
New employee. Chief.
Hey, I love it.
We're up now.
We're up for real. And I also want to make sure I thank Brandwatch, and just say shout out to Brandwatch for giving us these stats. But for Umshuti Obashuti, I am out. Peace.
And your boy, Lips. Ciao.
Introducing Color Space, a stock photo platform dedicated to showcasing images of Black people. Whether you're a professional photographer or you just know your way around a smartphone, sign up, submit your photos, and start earning through your creativity. Visit www.colorspace.co.za.